CityKids TV Preschool, and today I think we should first start by doing our welcome song. If you know it, join in. Are you ready? We clap and say hello, we clap and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we clap and say hello. We wave and say hello, we wave and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we wave and say hello. We stamp and say hello, we stamp and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we stamp and say hello. We whisper and say hello, we whisper and say hello. With our friends in circle time, we whisper and say hello. Hello everyone.
Hey, good morning CityKids Preschool. How are you doing today? Well, do you know what we're going to do today? I'm going to show you some things and we're going to see if you can remember what the story was about. We're going to look at some of the stories that we've looked at maybe the last 4 to 10 weeks ago. Let's see if you can remember some of them. The first one might be quite easy for you because you probably already know about this guy. What's his name? Do you remember him? I'll give you a clue. He got swallowed by a very big fish, or some people say a whale. So do you remember that story? This man was called, that's right, this is Jonah. And he didn't do what God wanted him to do. He tried to run away. Do you remember he got on a boat and then there was a big storm? And everyone else on the boat just threw him off the boat because they knew he'd been doing something wrong. But then God sent a great big fish to swallow him up and look after him actually in his horrible belly for 3 days. And then Jonah came out of the fish through his mouth onto the seashore and decided, yes, I'm going to do what God said. And because of Jonah, lots and lots of people got to know God, stopped doing naughty things and became very kind to each other. So when Jonah did what God wanted him to do, lots of people got helped in it. So that was an amazing story. Did you remember that one? That was Jonah and the big fish, or the whale. Some people say this is a whale, some say it's a big fish. So Jonah and the big fish. Did you remember Jonah? Well done. Let's see about the next one. The next one, Jesus helped somebody by spitting into the mud and making, do you remember these? 2 mud patties, circles to put on someone's eyes. Do you remember? So this was a person who couldn't see. He was blind. We decided we could try to be blind. Very dark, isn't it? He couldn't see anything. And Jesus said, I'm going to make you well. I'm going to ask God to help you and make you well. And then he spat and he put 1 spitty mud pie on one eye, 1 on the other, like that. And this guy, this man decided, actually I believe Jesus that he can heal me. And when he took this off and this off, he could see again. Look, happy. Amazing. Jesus used some mud to make this man see again. What he really used was his power, because God gave him power. And he trusted God to help this man. And this man trusted that God would heal him. So do you remember that story as well? Amazing. Okay, I'm going to do one more. This is a very recent one, so I'm pretty sure you're going to remember this one. This one is about 10. Let's just have a little look. It's just a little reminder. And here's another reminder. Do you remember her? She was in charge of lots of sheep, and we decided that was going to be 10 sheep. She actually had lots more, but we decided 10. Do you remember what happened? What happened to one sheep? She had lots of sheep in her field. Lots and lots. But one day when she counted, oh no! This one disappeared. It run off. It had hidden somewhere. Maybe got stuck in a bush somewhere. And she made sure all of these ones were safe. But then she went and she looked everywhere. And for as long as it took until she found the one sheep that was lost, because she cared about every single sheep in her very big flock. So she brought it back and put it with the others and took care of it and looked after it. And that's like Jesus with us. He cares about all of us. You, me, your friends, your parents, your carers. And if anybody is upset or unwell or needs help, Jesus will come and find you. Come and find them. Give them a great big hug and help them where they need help. So that was a beautiful story about a shepherd caring for all of her sheep, just like Jesus cares for all of us. That was brilliant. I also know some of you have been singing some of our songs, especially Our God is a Great Big God. So next week we're going to have another song that you can learn and sing along to, and there'll be a link at the bottom so you can learn a new song, which will be so exciting. And next week we're going to learn about all the other things that Jesus is to us. So I hope you have a really, really lovely week. I've got a little game for you after this so that you can decide if you want to make a fish shape again, this time using Duplo. No, it's actually Mega Blocks this time. So if you've got some Lego blocks or some Duplo or Mega Blocks, you can make a fish really easy, and I'm going to show you how. You're going to need 7 double 4 blocks, 2 double 3 blocks, 3 double 2 blocks, 1 single 6 block, 3 single 4 blocks, and then 1 other black double 2 block. I'm going to show you how to make that into a really simple fish, and you could do it with any blocks. Even if you haven't got Lego or Duplo, you could just do it with maybe Jenga blocks or something, so you've got the shape of a fish. Here we go.